Dr. P here. Good Sunday afternoon. All right. This is going to probably be a long because I want to talk about something I think is important understanding. So I guess the title of this is Learning to Understand Each Other. And I want to start by telling you a story. A long time ago, when I lived in Seoul, and the Army there still had American Forces Korea Network, they actually had live broadcasting, people playing anchorman, anchorwoman, weather people, staff, kind of like a news program. And they were on a separate channel meant strictly for American Forces Korea Network. And even back then, on Korean television, they liked variety shows, contests, game shows. So they got together and they had a game show very similar to, I guess, the modern day Running Man. A little different. It was basically just a physical contest. And American Forces Korea Network went against a bunch of celebrities from Korean television. Now, I don't know who they were. It's a long time ago. I'm sure all those celebrities are probably old now, like me. But it was a contest. And it was really good and went back and forth. But in the end, the American Forces Korea Network soldiers won. Came in, they beat the celebrities. And it was all fun and games and it was great. But they also did a couple of things. They interviewed all the members of AFKN and all the members of the celebrity team. And then they went out into the streets and did the same thing on Yongsan Garrison Post and outside in the civilian world. And the question was, what should Korea and the United States do to have a better relationship? That was the question. And to a man and woman, all the members of American Forces Korea Network said exactly the same thing. You know what they said? They said, we must learn to understand each other. Key words. We must learn to understand each other. When they interviewed people on post, on the garrison, it was the same answer. We need to learn to understand each other. Makes sense, right? Now, when they interviewed the celebrities, their answer was the same to a man and a woman. And it was a little bit different than we must learn to understand each other. Every single one of them said, America needs to learn to understand us, Korea. Yeah. See the difference? Now, when they went out into the streets and interviewed people with the same question, guess what? The answer was the same. America needs to understand Korea better. So, on the American side, to a man and woman it was, we need to learn to understand each other better. Two-way street. When they interviewed the Korean side, it was always the same. 100%. America needs to understand Korea better. Wow. Therein lies the problem. And I think it's still the same today. Korea wants everybody to understand them, but they don't want to take much time or effort to understand anybody else. And we see it from time to time play out in dramas and movies when they make cultural mistakes and they upset people and they really don't care. Because, again, it's about them. It's not about anybody else. Think about that one more time. One side, we must learn to understand each other. The other side, you must learn to understand me. Big difference. Big difference. But that is the Korean mindset. Okay, so why don't we get together and try to understand each other better? Dr. P signing out.